Well, and what should shock no one, we're back talking about Notting Hill Carnival, or the mostly peaceful but slightly rapey and always stabby shit show that demented tosspots claim is celebrating Caribbean culture. Which, if by that you mean Pirates of the Caribbean culture running around swinging swords at each other, then yeah, you might be right. But as I've said before, why it happens in that part of London baffles me, as does the fact that it happens at all. But that's not the point of this video, and neither is the degenerate trouts grinding their smashed pasty on some cretin's third leg.
That's disgusting.
I'm sure plenty of people will mock them filth bags, so I'll focus on the same thing we did yesterday, which is of course crime. You know, like the media did the unrest a few weeks ago, and not the majority who didn't commit any. I mean, reports say 230 people got nicked on Monday, with crimes ranging from assaulting the old bill to violating women and possession of offensive weapons. Shit, they found 2 guns there and 1 in a car, possibly on the way to the carnival. But most importantly, 5 more people were stabbed, taking the total to 8, with 3 in a critical condition. This of course includes the 32-year-old woman stabbed on Family Day. Tell me, Sadiq Khan, is that part and parcel of Caribbean culture or what? Now, let's also not forget that 7 days of so-called far-right riots didn't result in anyone getting stabbed, did it? Shit, we even had demented press conferences telling us about how they cracked down on the far-right thugs involved.
Far-right hatred.
Obviously that won't happen here for this crime spree, much like you won't see the police putting out videos of them arresting these people with background music, names and addresses and all that plastered over it. As it stands, I have no idea if the people who actually got stab happy at the carnival yesterday ended up getting nicked, but I know the Family Day stabbers were still on the run yesterday morning. So if you add this to reports of over 100 people that got nicked on the Kids' Day, I would say this could be far worse than the riots if it was allowed to carry on for say 7 days like that was. I mean, shit, this was what, 2 days with 320 arrests in one small part of London. The riots last I see was 1,000 arrests across the entire country and over the space of a week, with many of them arrests being for Facebook bloody posts. None of them will be for stabbing people or violating women, as the carnival crime spree clearly does. Now, obviously, most people went down to the carnival and had a good time without stabbing or molesting someone, but the fact it always ends up with insane level of violence and debauchery surely means something must be bloody done about it. I mean, digging your face in some bird's arsehole ain't Caribbean culture last time I checked, and not many would argue that it is. But like I've said before, if this level of crime happened at a football match, the club would be punished and spectators would be banned. So why is this allowed to continue with 8 people stabbed and 320 arrested for, let's be honest, various violent and sexually motivated crimes? It is truly demented. Now, on top of this, I have also seen people claiming Glastonbury is worse than Notting Hill, which is of course bollocks. Yes, Glastonbury does have a lot of crime, but the crimes are completely different and certainly don't involve stabbing people as far as I can see. That also lasts for what, 5 days and not 2 like Carnival does, with still less arrests over the course of that event. The crime per person is higher at Glastonbury, yes, because drugs are common there and so they arrest people for them. In fact, I'm sure 0 people have been stabbed to death at Glastonbury compared to 6 people at Carnival, but they won't tell you that, will they? Then of course we have the assaults on police, which last I checked don't really happen at Glastonbury, do they? But at Notting Hill we get tens of officers injured every single bloody year. This is a big difference that some media outlets and idiots online ignore, but I guess this sort of behaviour is okay because diversity is not just our strength, it's also their excuse.
Pandemic.
We're